Yo, eliminate them boy, they feel lose them face from far.
When you are hungry, come to Cool Runnings Restaurant, located at 1802 Nearwood Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx. We specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
For 2 days, the 5 o'clock hour is hot on Fit FM 96.7, www.fitfmja.com. Your life, your music with Lady D, Denise Gomez, Inside the Zone. Catch me on Monday at 5 p.m. for the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And on Friday, yes, at 5 p.m. for Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. From abroad to yard, Trelawney, me love 'em. This is Lady T, Denise Gomez, host and producer of Inside the Zone in New York, the community platform where information is guaranteed. Join me on Mondays at 5 on Fit 96.7, fitfmja.com, Trelawney's Radio, your life, your music, for exciting features within the diaspora. And hear what's on our minds. It's live at 5 on Fit 96.7, fitfmja.com. Change the atmosphere of your worship experience with Creative House LED Video Wall. Financing is available. Easy monthly payments, $0 down, 3-year warranty, and 24/7 customer service. We provide you with high quality, high refresh rate, and stable LED screens. Call Creative House at 914-510-4546. That's 914-510-4546. Or visit our website at www.cre8ivehouse.us. Okay. Yeah. It's Monday. How are you feeling, everyone? Good evening to you. Welcome to the show. Thanksgiving was awesome. I've asked several people, how was your Thanksgiving? And they were just saying, it was so good. Food, family, friends, man, tons of laughter. That was my Thanksgiving. How are you? I'm waving to my YouTubers. And I can close my eyes and just picture those of you who are tuned in on the bandwidth. 104.7, 104.5. 29 minutes after 5 o'clock. Good evening, everyone. I do apologize for the late start. I'm here and I'm giving thanks. I'm sure you're in a good place, a good state of mind. Welcome to the show. I am Lady D Denise Gomez, your producer and presenter of Inside the Zone, the community platform where information is guaranteed. I'm broadcasting on Linkage Radio 101.7, 104.5 FM, your household station. You know, wherever you're going, moving around in Mount Vernon, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and New Jersey. 5:30 p.m. Set your watches and your clocks. Time signal brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. Oh, we had a good time at Cooler Runnings. We did. Yes, we did. It was awesome. I'm sure they fed over 4,000 people. It was great. God bless you, Sojay, Keisha, and the staff. It was a nice time. And then my church, we were catering for the refugees who we've decided to take on under our wings. That was another good thing, just to see the children with their families eating and having a good meal. Because, you know, they're moving them out. So sometimes they have a set of them under a tent, and then they give the others the hotel room where they're staying, or, you know, and then they move them out again and they send them someplace else. Tough. So, you know, my church, that's what we do. We give them food on Fridays and clothing and all of that. I'm telling you. I'm reminding you, Inside the Zone is a culture-centric radio program that connects the Jamaican diaspora and international audiences globally. The show's content captures its people's social, cultural, and collective views on issues that affect their communities. Family, health, finance, education, immigration, housing, wealth management, real estate, life and health insurance, and food insecurity, and so much more. Mondays 5 to 7 p.m. and Thursdays 6 to 8 p.m. Oh boy. I'd like to welcome you to the show if you're just joining me. And you know something? A special good evening to you. Good evening. Hello. Hello. Okay, they're going to have to give me a call back. And so I'd like to welcome you to the show this evening, wherever you are tuning in from. Let me see what's going on here. Let's see. Good evening.
Hello.
Hi, Lady D, Lady Trudy Ann.
Hey, Trudy. Good evening. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Are you hearing me well?
Yes, I am. I am. How was your Thanksgiving?
So.
Really? Oh, Lord. Well,
Did I eat
thankfully.
turkey?
No, well, and neither I don't eat meat, but I had my fish and my vegetables, so that was good.
Okay.
But the family and friends that were there, we had a good time. So,
Yeah, I don't really celebrate Thanksgiving, so
oh, you do not. I see.
no, but it's okay. I had a couple of days off from work, and so I'm good.
All right, nice, ladies and gentlemen. Trudy's on time. I wasn't, so I'd like to. Trudy.
Oh, good not Trudy at my time. Lord have
So
mercy.
it's our time to get into the show. And what are we talking about? So, ladies and gentlemen, let me catch my bearings, Trudy. Welcome to Community and Immigration Updates with Lady Trudy Ann. And she's an ESL, citizenship instructor and immigration services consultant out of Swazi International. So, thank you for joining me another
No, I appreciate
Monday. Trudy.
My pleasure to be here.
It's 5:35, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, welcome. This is Inside the Zone, broadcasting on Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7 FM. Touch FM radio, not Touch FM, I'm sorry, I'm all the way over, so, but also Caribbean Vibes Radio.com. So we'd like to welcome you. And of course, Fit FM 96.7, Fit FM JA.com out of Jamaica. Trudy, what are we talking about this evening?
People coming across the border.
Okay.
So we've touched on it a couple of times
We
before,
have,
but
yes.
I had a situation this weekend which kind of prompted, like, I needed to go back and speak about this in depth. And I know as much as I'm speaking, just you're going to hear and say, Lord, me know shut up about Mel cross the border, come every friend will go through and come through and get through. Right? But here's the thing. People, unless you're running from, for example, if you're a homosexual in Jamaica and your life is in danger, you are running away from police brutality, gang violence, you're running away from domestic violence, and if you're going back to Jamaica would mean you losing your life, there is no asylum basis for you to becoming a Jamaican to be coming across the border from Jamaica, right? And don't get me wrong, there are people who come across the border from other countries, but they're running away from religious violence, right? They're running away from cartel, like for those people from Mexico, they're running from cartel violence. It's somebody from Gaza. They're running away from the genocide. They're running away from, so there are legitimate reasons to come across the border and to ask for asylum in the United States. Now, I was at an event this past Saturday, and somebody got my card, and he was like, oh, what about people across the border? I said, I don't deal with people across the border. You know what the person's next words to me were? Oh, enough money in that, man, enough money in that for me.
Oh, dear.
And I'm like, I just said I don't do across the border because there's no basis for you to come across the border. But all the person could focus on was there's no money to make coming across the border. So basically, it's scamming these people to get money from them and to play up on their vulnerability and their desperation to come to the United States to get a green card.
Oh, my. Yeah, well, continue.
I'm sorry?
Go ahead.
And so this is very troubling to me, right? And the problems I have with some of our Jamaican people is that they think they know more than the immigration people here in the United States. Or you don't have to be immigration. You can have common sense. Right? If you know the law, you don't have to be immigration. Know the law, you don't have any basis for asylum to coming into the country, to run across the border, to come in without your I-94. So what is your purpose coming in? Right, I actually know of one person now who came across the border in a different name than the person's original name, and they were like, "Oh, let me get married, and married my husband can file for me to become a green card holder." That's not how it goes. The person came across the border in a different name on top of that. So now that person's going to need a waiver. And it's not just needing the waiver, they're going to need the waiver to be approved. Now, there are bases for the waiver. For example, if I leave the country, there will be undue hardship on my spouse, on my mother-in-law, we're the ones who are taking care of her, or I have children here, undue hardship on my children, right? And it has to be a strong enough reason, because here's the thing, and as harsh as this sounds, America is not in the business of separating a mother and her child, right? However, they also have no problem putting that child in foster care.
Right.
And put him in the system.
Yes.
And we don't want that. So unless you have a valid reason, and then to apply for asylum, you need to do it within 2 years of coming into the country across the border. After 2 years, then you weren't running from any problems. You're here quite keen and dandy working off the books. So people are coming across the border having no first-hand knowledge of what it takes to come across the border and apply for a green card and apply for asylum status. I've had people come across the border, and I was like, okay, how long have you been here? 3 years. So why didn't you apply for asylum during the 2 years? Oh, them never know. Okay, you didn't know. Sorry, there's nothing can do to help you now because it's past the 2-year deadline. And when you come across the border, you don't have an I-94, which is the landing papers you get when you come to the airport. And I've said before, the landing documents are gold.
Yes, sir.
Because even when you come through JFK and you get a landing document and you lost it, you're going to pay at least $495 or $435, somewhere around there, to retrieve that paper from immigration. So that paper is gold. So when you come through the border and you don't have that paper, your goose cooked, and you don't have no valid asylum case, your goose is cooked. So as in the case of the person was like, oh, you can't make enough money. This is the reason why I wanted to do this topic. People, please be very careful when you come across the border, or anybody come across the border, be very careful who you send them to, who can say, oh, come on, I'll do your paperwork.
Yes.
I'm not a lawyer, and when it comes to border issues, I will direct people straight to a lawyer, because you need a lawyer who is versed on those issues to handle your paperwork. I will, as good as I am and as intelligent as I am, I will not take your case. I will refer it to a lawyer.
Yes, I've had to do that myself. So yeah, I understand. So because once we form an opinion, it becomes gospel.
Oh, yes.
And we are not good at hearing anything outside of what is accurate. And that's why we find ourselves into so much trouble, because you get in trouble when it comes on to immigration and what you don't do right. So I'm thankful that you are raising this topic, because it has become a very common thing.
I mean, and you have to be careful too, because don't get me wrong, there are lawyers who will scam your money, right? And I had not my case, but somebody called me trying to help with the case. The lawyer charged a person $6,500.
Yeah, true.
And the person has a J1 visa that says you are subject to the 2-year ban, meaning you have got to go home first, to come back. But you have to have a waiver for that. The lawyer submitted the case without doing the waiver, and of course it was denied because the waiver wasn't attached to it, right, to be approved. The approved waiver wasn't attached. And when it came back, the lawyer had the nerve to tell the client, well, you should have come to me with the waiver. How would the client know anything about a waiver? The lawyer is supposed to know about the waiver.
And to inform their client.
And to inform the client. Exactly.
They're doing a shoddy job out there. And until somebody does something really, really inappropriate, then we will hear. And we know that people who, whether you are an attorney or you're a consultant, there have been some underhanded transactions that people have done, and it has landed them behind bars.
I've had someone who charged a person $10,000. $10,000, and lied that they put in the paperwork. Someone referred them to me. I told them what to say to the person to light fire under them butt. And they finally submitted the paperwork at least 8 months. 8 months after when they said that they had supposedly sending the people, only because I got involved and told the client what to say to the person. So our people have a bad reputation of when they hear something from another Jamaican, they think nothing will go so.
Yeah.
Unless you're white, you're not right. And we need to cut that out also. Because white people, Jewish people also depend on that ignorant mentality to scam people out of their hard-earned money. Now, when I say that, please do not think I'm saying all white people and all Jewish people. Not at all. But when black people think white people and Jewish people are the ones to go to, they're the ones who know stuff, those people are sitting down depending on that mentality to charge them a whole body, not an arm and a leg, a whole body for them image. And our people gladly pay the $20,000.
Yeah.
And when you hear from the show too, the $20,000 gone down the drain. So we need to be very mindful, very careful of who we listen to, the information. Even if you hear me talking, you think, Miss Trudy, we shouldn't know shut up, but come have a cousin will come through, and my cousin get through, and ray, whatever. Okay, fine. Go on immigration website, look it up.
Which is what I appreciate. You direct people to the website so they can go and read it for themselves. Yeah.
Exactly. So with that, Lady Denise, I hope that was all information that people could utilize.
Yes, certainly. And we are asking you to please take note of the information. Not only take note, but Trudy, how can they reach you by email or phone?
They can reach me by 929-312-1161. That's 929-312-1161. They can also find me on Instagram, Trudy Ann Yuan, Swadis International, and they can also find my link from there to email me.
Great information again, Trudy. You keep bringing it, and you just shell it down away. They can't say them not understand. So, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Enjoy the rest of your Monday. I don't know, you have some rice and peas. You're going to warm up?
But eat right now out of some rice and peas.
A true thing. All right.
Still.
All right. Take it easy.
You too.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All righty. That's Lady Trudy Ann Yuan. Community and immigration updates. Have you been listening, ladies and gentlemen, taking notes? Because some of us are so far removed from accurate information that when you get the accurate information, it blow over your head pretty much. We don't want that. 5:46. Good evening to you and you. It is a Monday Drive, keeping you in the know. In the city, you walk, drive, and reside. And so I'm now going to take you to the Monday beat, chasing the Monday blues out of here with great music. And, I do have the segment, Remember When? It's the fourth Monday feature of the show. So, on a fourth Monday, remember when? I carry you way back, right? And us Caribbean people know when we say way back what we mean. We are going way back into where we come from, what we recall. And so, many of you, last month I dealt with the outhouse or the pit latrine. And there were some people who had, called me and we spoke about it. And so this evening we're talking about, remember when you bathe in a bath pan and then you take a can, the cheese pan, and scoop up the water and throw it over you, because it's not likely you're getting much more than that. And maybe you had to bathe outside because you never had no inside bathroom. Is it more clear than that? I don't think so. So remember when you bathe in a bath pan with your cheese pan? I'd like to share some scoop with you about that. Oh, you sharing that butter pan. Okay. So, want to say good evening to you and you. Let's get some music going. Our telephone number, 914-297-8911. 914-297-8911. What is it? It's Jazz Music Monday. Jazz Music Monday. Yep. So we're going to jazz up ourselves right now. Welcome to the show. The Monday beat. Oh my gosh. Chasing the Monday blues out of here. It's Jazz Music Monday. Are you feeling me? You feel like, yeah? Hey, hey. Oh man, I could just dance the evening away. A very pleasant good evening to those of you who are just tuning in. Perhaps it's your first time and you wonder, what is that? Yeah, it's my Jazz Music Monday. And the show is called Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. I am the Jamaican lady with the last name in Espanol. Yeah, I have a Spanish last name, Gomez. Good evening to you. It's time for keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts, brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Narita Avenue in the Bronx. My name is Denise Gomez, and I welcome you to keeping you in the know. Please share with someone and say, hey, I'm on Linkage Radio 104.5. 101.7 FM. You may even tell them that, hey, the show is also live on the YouTube channel Inside the Zone with Lady D. Welcome, everyone, to Keeping You in the Know. Keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts, brought to you courtesy of Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Narita Avenue in the Bronx. We start off with the news out of Jamaica. Jamaica's capacity to detect fraudulent travel documents has been enhanced with a donation of 150 ultraviolet inspection devices by the German embassy there. German Ambassador Jan-Hendrik van Thiel and Stefan Kaldash, document and visa advisor, German, Federal Police, made the presentation to the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency, PICA, last Friday, in keeping with the German government's collaboration with Jamaica on border security. The donation was welcomed by PICA Chief Executive Officer Andrew Winter, who noted that it comes as Jamaica is moving into one of its high travel periods, which usually sees an increase in applications for travel documents. Quote, certainly any equipment we can get to help detect document fraud will help, end quote, Winter told his German guests during the presentation ceremony at PICA's Waterloo Road office next door to the German embassy. He hailed the strengthening of relations between Jamaica and Germany, saying that it will assist with combating organized crime. Ambassador Van Thiel expressed pleasure at being able to make the donation and added that training in the use of the equipment is being offered by his country. He explained that the equipment can also be used in the field and told Winter, as well as the other PICA executives in attendance, that Kyle Dash, who is based in Miami, Florida, will be the key man facilitating the training. The ident DocuViewer is designed to make fast, mobile checks of secured documents. It basically magnifies images in passports and other travel documents, allowing immigration officers to check for fraud. Kaldash said the equipment has been in use successfully in Germany for more than a decade and gave Winter, Deputy CEO Operations Garth Williams, Director Immigration Ezra Whittock, and Deputy Director Immigration Marie Lou a demonstration. Declaring that violence is eroding Jamaicans' quality of life, Prime Minister Andrew Holness says his government is going to take a deliberate and focused approach to the problem that will include the creation of a new ministry.
Quote, I'm thinking of calling it the Ministry of Peace and Human Development, but maybe that won't be the name. But we need a ministry that is focused on reducing the level of violence in our society, end quote. Holness told cheering supporters attending the public session of the Jamaica Labour Party's, the JLP, 80th annual conference at the National Arena in St. Andrew on Sunday, quote, Jamaica is not a country at war, but our homicide rate or deaths due to violence equates countries that are at war, end quote, the JLP leader said. He continued, what it means is that Jamaica is in conflict. We are in conflict with ourselves. We are in conflict with our neighbor or family or intimate partner or employer, workers, teachers, students, and we're in conflict, citizen and state. We cannot continue to be a society in conflict with ourselves. If it is one thing, therefore, that this administration must do, starting in this term and for the next term, is to put measures in place to deal with the unabated violence that is like a disease, like an epidemic in our society. So we have commissioned a study on it, which we should get by the end of this year. And when that study comes in, we're going to reorganize the government to create and bring all the agencies that deal with families, communities, social development, parenting. We're going to bring all of them together under one ministry. Holness said. Violence, he said, is at an intolerable level, and it is changing the character and nature of the Jamaican people. It is reducing the quality of our lives, and it is making us aggressive with each other, pointing out that violence comes at a great economic cost. The Prime Minister said that a reduction in violence would lead to a lower health care bill, a reduction in the country's policing and security needs, while increasing citizens' creativity and social well-being. In an address that he acknowledged was crafted not only for his audience at the area, but for Jamaicans who may be frustrated with politics, Holness said it was important to engage those individuals that are an important part of our democracy. His administration's message to supporters and the wider Jamaica, he explained, was in addition to continuing the country's economic progress, they are now going to embark on two other streams of development, productivity and peace. The mother of slain Green Pond High School student Shanika Gray today recounted the last time she saw her daughter alive at the trial of the man charged with her death. Gregory Roberts is before the St. James Circuit Court for murder. Testifying via the Zoom platform on today's second day of the trial, the mother told the court that she last saw her daughter at a fast food restaurant on January 29, 2017, days before the 15-year-old girl's body was found with stab wounds in bushes in Irwin, St. James on February 1 that year. Quote, I was at the KFC on Howard Cook Boulevard in St. James, and I saw Shanika and her friends at the KFC. I spoke to Shanika and I left and went home because she was eating and it was 6:30, the mother explained in her evidence in chief. She also told the court that when her daughter did not reach home at 7 p.m., as expected, she tried several times without success to contact Gray by phone and then spent several hours looking for her in Montego Bay. The mother testified that she filed a report at the Freeport Police Station on January 30 about her daughter's disappearance, but did not get any news about Gray's whereabouts until 2 days later. On February 1, 2017, I got a call and I went to Irwin in St. James, and I spoke to a police officer, and the officer showed me a picture of Shanika in a tiger print dress, the same picture in the missing persons report. I don't know anything after that. I woke up in the hospital, the mother said in between wiping her tears. The trial continues later today. Gray's father and aunt previously testified for the prosecution when Roberts' trial began on Thursday, November 23. In news out of the United States, Donald Trump urged a New York appeals court to continue to pause the gag order against him in a civil fraud trial, saying that threats to the judge and his law clerk do not justify limiting former president's constitutional right to defend himself. Lawyers for the New York Attorney General's office and the court last week urged the appeals court to put the gag order back in place following serious and credible threats that have inundated Judge Arthur Engoron's chambers since the trial began in October. Trump's attorneys wrote in a filing Monday that the former president has never threatened the judge or his principal law clerk, and they can't be held responsible for actions taken by others. They argued that Trump's First Amendment right to criticize and call out his perception of bias by the judge and his law clerk without retribution is essential to maintaining public confidence in the trial. Quote, at base, the disturbing behavior engaged in by acrimonious third-party actors towards the judge and principal law clerk, publicly presiding over an extremely polarizing and high-profile trial, merits appropriate security measures, end quote, Trump's attorneys wrote. It continues, however, it does not justify the wholesale abrogation of petitioners' First Amendment rights in a proceeding of immense stakes to petitioners, which has been compromised by the introduction of partisan bias on the bench. Monday's filing was the first since hundreds of harassing messages against Engoron and a law clerk were made public last week. Engoron's clerk has received 20 to 30 calls per day to her personal cell phone and 30 to 50 messages daily on social media platforms and 2 personal email addresses, according to court papers. Earlier this month, a New York appeals court judge temporarily lifted the gag order imposed on Trump and his attorneys that blocked them from making public statements about the judge's staff, specifically the principal law clerk, who he consults with on the bench. Trump and his lawyers have argued that the law clerk is biased against Trump based on political donations she made to some organizations that support the New York Attorney General, who sued Trump. They alleged she is co-judging the case based on frequent consultations she has with the judge. At the time, the appeals court judge said he would lift the gag order to allow a fuller panel of judges to weigh in, given the constitutional issues at play. And we continue with or local news. A man is dead after a shooting late Sunday night in a Target parking lot in the Bronx, police say. According to investigators, a 49-year-old man was shot in the head a little before midnight at the Target parking lot on the Hutchinson River Parkway. The suspect is unknown and at large. The victim was taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. 13 minutes after 6 o'clock. Good evening. Welcome to Keeping You in the Know with news, happenings, and facts. My name is Denise, Lady D. Gomez. And finally, in our regional news. The Parliament of Dominica has approved a $41 million loan from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, marking Saudi Arabia's substantial contribution towards funding the eagerly awaited Roseau Enhancement Project. This is following the endorsement of Roseau Central's parliamentary representative Melissa Scarrett, who expressed unwavering support for the $41 million loan proposed by Finance Minister Irving McIntyre in the House of Assembly on November 10. Also serving as Dominica's housing minister, Scarrett articulated her vision to modernize Roseau into a bustling urban center and commercial nucleus, according to the reports. She emphasized that the $41 million from the Saudi Fund for Development arrives with favorable conditions, including a 2.5% interest rate at 8 year grace period and a repayment span of 28 years. I fully supported the approval of the $41 million loan from the Saudi Fund Development, and I'm particularly excited about this long-awaited project, Skerritt said. This project has been in the pipeline for many years, but over the past few years, I was determined to I was determined to get this off the ground so we can finally modernize our city of Roseau. Skerritt also highlighted that the Roseau Enhancement Project would elevate the city's allure, attract increased private investments, and enrich tourism offerings. Utilizing these funds, a versatile entertainment center will be built, serving as a focal point for culture and recreation within Roseau. In reference to the international airport, Skerritt underscored the imperative to maintain a certain standard in Roseau while progressing with the airport construction. Quote, "Our city must be a place to visit destination for travelers, showcasing the best of what the country has to offer, a harmonious blend of historic preservation, business opportunity, and a thriving, healthy living environment." The international airport is expected to be fully operational by 2026, with MNC Development Limited overseeing its construction. Skerritt outlined the objective of infusing renewed vitality into the city by enhancing its aesthetics, fostering economic growth, and providing citizens with a city they can take pride in. Moreover, she detailed that the project would facilitate the construction of new covered drains, enhanced sidewalks with seating, upgraded lighting, expanded roads for increased parking, among other improvements. 17 minutes after 6 o'clock. That's a wrap for keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts. Good evening, everyone. My name is Lady D, Denise Gomez. I trust you're enjoying your evening. Stay with me.
Don't miss How Excellent, Judith Gale's birthday celebration and 8th album launch gala presentation, Saturday, December 9, featuring MC Liz Black, performances from Judith Gale, and guests Dr. KJ, J-Bells, DJ Nicholas, a fashion show, 5-course meal, lots of giveaways, and a prize for the best dressed male and female. What a celebration! Saturday, December 9 at Astoria World Manor. Cocktails at 6 p.m. Showtime at 7 p.m. Contribution $110. Part proceeds in aid of the Judith Gale Ministries Foundation Limited, Jamaica. Visit eventbrite.com for tickets or call for more information. 516-789-7376 or 929-353-3961 or 347-645-3477. How Excellent with Judith Gale and Friends is sponsored by KGT Designs and Rentals, One of a Kind Realty, Tinkerbell's Luxurious Makeover, and CGA Immigration. How Excellent! Judith Gale's birthday celebration and 8th album launch gala event, Saturday, December 9 at Astoria World Manor. God must get the glory. See you there.
For 2 days, the 5 o'clock hour is hot on Fit FM 96.7, www.fitfmja.com. Your life, your music with Lady D, Denise Gomez, Inside the Zone. Catch me on Monday at 5 p.m. for the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And on Friday, yes, at 5 p.m. for Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. From abroad to yard, Trelawney, me love her.
Welcome back to Keeping You in the Know. Welcome back to Inside the Zone. I'm so programmed. I apologize. Welcome back to Inside the Zone. Oh, it's a good day. Let me say hello to Fit FM 96.7, Julia Benaya. Just want to say good evening to you and everyone there over in Duncan's Trelawney and those of you across Western Jamaica. You know, I want to say hi. What you doing, how you doing, what you been up to. You know, I like to ask those questions. So good evening to you, and I hope you'll be able to participate with me, everyone tuning in today, because at some point, even if you had modern amenities in your house, at some point something had to cause you to go outside and grab the bath pan. And so we'll be delving into that in a minute. I must apologize for the absence of the segment Voices this evening, the intellectual voice that has everyone talking. That program will not be aired this evening. However, it will return next week, Monday. So I'm just saying good evening to everyone. And also, I forgot to give my shout outs to my YouTubers, like call them by name, because you are important to me. Pat was first in class. So good evening, Pat. Tiki for you. Also, Andrea and King Ryan and Vera and Sherns and Eileen and Eval, Andrea, and whoever else is there peeking over. Sherns, you know, everybody. Sherns did not join us this past Saturday for Saturday morning runnings because we were asking the question, would you eat that? Because, you know, there are foods across the world that cause us to cringe when we see them. But, man, we dug up some eyeballs and stuff. Oh, Lord. So, yes, we spoke about our Caribbean food, but we also went over to Italy and into Asia. All over the place we were talking about the weirdest foods you could possibly think of. And we had a good time over there on Saturday morning. I'm encouraging those of you who have never tuned in to Saturday morning runnings to do so on Inside the Zone YouTube channel at 10 a.m. because you don't want to miss it on Saturdays. Welcome back. 22 minutes now after 6 o'clock. If you'd like to call and say hi, the telephone number is 914-297-8911 and 914-297-8911. Let's get into the segment Member When. And of course, you know, after Member When, I do have some music to close the show. But you remember when? One time when you used to bathe in a bath pan outside in the night, maybe they had to hold the tilly lamp for you, or it was the home sweet home or the kitchen bitch, whatever it was. Somebody hold it while you soap up. Hey, so Lady D. So let's get on with the show. Oh, I tell you, boy, I tell you.
It's a land of special people, a place where champions grow, a magical vibe, so much more than you will ever know. You can't ignore the music, reggae so profound, and when it comes to the track, you know that Jamaica won't back down. On top of the world, we're more than just an island in the sun, a great nation. Bob Marley said, welcome everyone to Jamaica, sweet Jamaica. Come experience the culture, we do it like no other. Jamaica, sweet Jamaica, come seek the island's treasure. Welcome to Jamaica. Don't you ever forget that we're coming from afar, but now we climb to the top. Oh my God, so proud of who we are. No, nobody can shake us. No, nobody can break us. We're rooted and grounded, protected by God. Heaven knows we are. On top of the world, we're more than just an island in the sun, a great nation. Oh, God, we say
Yes, remember when. I wouldn't even bother repeat it, right? But remember when you used to bathe in a bath pan. So some people washed in the bath pan, so it had dual purposes. But I know that as much as I had modern amenities, I have had to bathe in the bath pan. And then you catch your cheese pan. Sharnette had said butter pan. I think Sharon's had typed here about butter pan. And so you scoop it up and throw the water on you. When I first went to Penance, we had water gushing out a pipe. More so, my family, we owned a poultry company, and so we reared the chickens in Penance in Clarendon. And so we had water, man. We could wash the pans. And the guys who worked on the property with us, and as children, you had to help. So we would wash pans, put them in the chicken coop, thousands of chicken. When you look down the expanse of this big old place. And so we knew that as children, if they didn't want us to go and shower inside of the bathroom, they would make we go outside, go bathe in the night. After all of that, good evening. How are you? Remember when? Remember when
I used to put on the hole and get on panhead something and stand up down to a pop and beard. Not as soon as I used to hold the light used to dip on the veranda. The chili lamp.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
So which and then me hear like Tasha Mash down there. I make you soap up and rinse off.
Because you think something down in a bush. Something down in a bush. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. But some of the news, read them.
So Hortense, me read me news already. So me in this segment here. So now you heard it.
Yes, me hear the news, but me just have to read some of the news.
No, well, me can't read everything. For one person to read news, it's not easy, So I picked out the important ones, well, that I thought the audience should hear. And so some of them, me no worry with. I couldn't go there.
Like the 10-month-old baby we kill at the baby hospital. You see that one?
No, ma'am, I did not. That one passed me.
Yeah, man, a 10-month-old baby. They have a children's hospital and police investigate it.
So what happened? Oh. So what?
The baby take sick and go in and then give her antibiotic and send her home and she have to go back. She start to vomit and then see blood in her diaper.
Oh no.
And so.
Oh.
Yeah, so me don't know and then start to give her blood but she never recover. She passed away. So me don't know if somebody beat her at the yard or what happened.
Oh, so nobody knows.
But she deteriorated.
Yes.
Nobody not saying nothing. I don't listen all tomorrow morning. Let me be here again.
Okay. So how was the Thanksgiving?
When me eat when my belly full. Good.
Okay. So you had seconds?
I never had second, the plate was so full.
Okay, then pack up the plate, give you. So you just eat one time. Okay.
One big plate and
yes,
I eat. And some I eat the chicken. I never eat the chicken. If the chicken, I eat everything.
I hear you. So you got any turkey?
I don't. Turkey, ham, everything really.
Lord. And it tastes good, I'm sure.
Curry goat.
Yes.
Curry goat, not mention jerk pork. Or what?
Oh.
Me tell you to the plate pack up the chicken and I eat the chicken because listen, no, sir.
I hear you. So you had a good Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
That's good.
Yes, and the vegetable again.
Yes, ma'am.
Potato salad and coleslaw.
Oh.
You used to say the plate is well full.
No, but that's good. so how you manage find your way?
Right.
Cause that sound like you find your way though.
Yes, ma'am, we pick up the potato salad and then the coleslaw
Okay.
and then the curry goat.
All right. So you need a scale. Me can carry one scale. Come.
Nothing on what you wanted for you.
Oh Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh Lord. I tell you.
You never get on a linkage jerk steel.
No, sir. Me
Him
not
jerk
do so.
steel.
Me not eat meat, so that would be not on that calendar.
Well,
Well,
I hear them talk about yesterday.
the jerk oxtail.
The jerk steel.
Okay.
Young lady, I ain't say young lady, she come back for second plate.
That's a mix up, you know. Young lady, you hear your name get called up with that stuff. Okay, I hear that. But so nice to talk to you as always, my Hortense. Thank you for participating. So, all right. So you bathe down a you bathe. You make sure hurry up when you hear a sound because you're not too sure what's happening in the bushes.
No, sir, me no know. If I somebody that walk in there a dopey.
Lord of mercy. Well, I can tell you that after we did all that work, especially on Saturdays before me go walk boat, they would, you know, in a night now when we come back, they tell you if you go out the door, go catch water. And you know, and I had a lot of cousins, so we're there looking out for each other. So somebody throw water on back and all kind of something when you can't see. Oh God. But yeah, the story of the bath pan. Or some people, they sit down in the bath pan, but as you get older, you can't really sit down in there, right? But when you're little man, it's nice when they full it up and you sit down in there and the water reach up at your chest like, so you can get to do little splashing and thing, right?
Right.
So we know all of them stuff there.
We have that too. We have one big egg-shaped bath too. We always throw the water in there and go in there and sit down, but we put it on the veranda. Yeah, I have one tall veranda, you know, concrete.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And you know how we used to, when rain fall on the place, you know, they just connect the hose from the pipe and we wash off the mud off of the veranda. On Saturday daytime, and we lie down in there as for me a swim.
I love that, Hortense. Right? Oh my God.
The water run from this place, you know, wash off every mud, you know, and we lie down for it, because we polish, you know, and shine too. But not when the rain fall.
You hear what King Ryan. So Hortense, hear this a comment here now. Hear what Ryan him say. Queen, you still could fit in some of the big wash pan them. That mean me no grow. Me no put on no weight. Oh Lord. Okay. No problem, sir. Aye. Well, thank you for participating as always, my love.
And she did nice.
Yes,
time
ma'am.
They did nice, man.
Hey, people don't know what they're missing. I mean, my early times as a child in Kingston, but when I went to Clarendon, that was a whole new experience for me. Oh,
that's right.
I tell you.
And we catch penny while they put in a bucket.
I did that too. I used to catch peony wally. I would walk around my garden because we had some bougainvillea plants. I would catch the caterpillar, then put them in bottle. And but sometimes me can't wait for them to turn off. Yeah, man, me catch caterpillar, and I love when they crawl on my skin. So I would put them on my skin. Yes, man. I like to feel the cold. I would walk through the. Let me tell you something about me. We had the orange grove to the back of the house after we demolished the kitchen coop when we closed the company. We and my grandfather had people replant the oranges. So as they grew up, if we're going to shop down the back road, I would walk and look for the snails on the orange tree. Me literally walk and pay attention, and if I spot one of them, oh my gosh, I take them off, gently pull them off so the shell wouldn't crack, and I would take them and put them on my hand, and I like to see when they just peek up their little snaily heads. I was a weird child. I was weird. I was a weird child, I'm telling you.
I would say keep the blinky. We got the blinky. And when they go pick, I like feel that.
Oh.
But you see the caterpillar, the frog, the snail, me not just remember something.
No, man, all frog. I had a personal relationship. I used to catch them over by Miss Rita at the standpipe. Like put my hand down in that little watery section there where the water would settle at the standpipe. Hortense, I put my hand down in there, and you, there's a way that you hold them. You see, once you hold them and they squeeze a little bit in that tummy area, that's the belly part, and drop them in my box. Like I would go over there and catch them and lay weight people and throw frog on people. Seriously, there is a friend of mine, Sheila. I don't know how Sheila never have heart problem. I was something else. Anyhow,
I used to catch lizard. I make the grass straw and make a hook in a hit. I walk and catch them off of the tree. And when we catch them and take them off of the tree, and into that. We have this straw in my hand, and they make around the on the ground. But me not touch with my hand at this straw, grass straw.
Hello.
The guinea grass straw.
I was a little weird child. Those things never bothered me at all. Even the ground lizard. You know ground lizard. I would run down the ground lizard because in Kingston, the back of our yard at one section was paved with some patterned tiles. So sometimes they would blend into the tile. Hello. And you see, when I spot one, I am after that, and they would say that they would run you down. Well, maybe me never give them no time, no chance, because I am after them. Well, I never had that experience. Anyway, my Hortense, I'm not giving you no more about me little escapades. But I was something else. So enjoy the rest of your Monday evening. All right, my darling.
Okay.
Blessings.
All right.
All righty.
It's a land of special people, a place where champions grow.
So you never bathe in no bath pan, so it's only me and Hortense alone. Okay then. Ryan says with carbolic soap. So you would bathe with carbolic soap? Yes, man, we remember carbolic soap and Castile. Hey.
In the sun, a great nation,
have you bathed in the bath pan? I'm winding up the segment in a minute. Remember when? You know, as a Jamaican, I like to filter my little Jamaican-ness in the program. 914-297-8911. So yes, So Ryan, you go to river?
From afar, but now we climb to the top.
Yeah, man, we go river. But somehow the bath pan came to mind
Nobody
because I know some people never have no shower and stuff.
we're rooted and
So
proud.
we had shower, you know, the house is modern house. And then we have a outside standing shower and a toilet area. So, you know, if bathroom full up, hey, we just move to outside.
Say welcome everyone to Jamaica. Sweet
Remember when?
come
You
experience.
used to bathe in the bath pan.
We do it like no
Wrapping up this segment in a few. If you'd like to share with me, that's fine. Hortens and I just took the whole show and run with it.
treasure. Welcome to
Thank you, Hortens.
come and let us take you out and show you what we're all about. And I know you wanna get on down and feel the real Jamaican vibe. And you know we're Jamaican people. We do it in a different style. We take it on the mountains high, way across the blue sky.
And that same bath pan there, you know, you ever see when they go to river with it?
A great
And they put the white stuff in it.
welcome.
So I know that I used to see people put out there, they soap up with blue soap and bleach and the brown soap and stuff, and then they lay out the white clothing on the big stones at river. And you see when them wash that, it was there was a sense of pride when you see people sit around them bath pan at river and washing. They lean the head and them sing and they talk to whoever around the same area as they are. Hello. And then you see when the bath pan pack up now after they rinse and look white and thin. And they make the cutter and put it on them head top and bid each other goodbye.
Come experience the culture.
And as children, for me, when I went to river, because I was asthmatic as a child, you see, from me reach and me in the water, me not come out until we go home, you know, white like salt, and I'm light skinned. So if me can get white by being soaked into the river, you must know.
We do it like no other.
I tell you, so that's a wrap for Remember When today. Jamaica, Jamaica, we love you, and I love you right back. It's 6:42, as I said, it's Jazz Music Monday. I'd like to welcome you. Patsa Lady D, you was very mischievous. Yes, I was. I would walk, take off the when you see me, man, and I would walk around our lawn. We have a lawn there in the front of the yard. And if you see me take my little soda bottle, I would walk around the lawn looking for grasshopper. As they jump up, so bam, I catch them, drop them in bottle. And then I had a separate bottle now for the caterpillars. I don't know. I was something else. Those things just didn't bother me at all. They didn't. And I loved the tadpoles, like the little ones. When you put them in your hand, they feel so cold. Oh, man. Nice. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Winding down nicely. It's one of those Mondays, my Jazz Music Monday. And I'd like to welcome you, those of you who are just popping in, you know, and saying, oh, wonder what's going on over here. Sometimes I like to just pull back a little. Too much is going on. I can't absorb too much of the news that make me go, So, you know, I have to pull back every now and again. But thank you for sticking and staying with me. Jazz Music Monday, 6:44 p.m. Fit 97, how are you? 96.7. Caribbean Vibes Radio, Chris Welby. 6:45 p.m. Set your watches and your clocks. Thank you, King Ryan. I remember Carib soap, germicidal. It's a germicidal soap. Yep. And the good old Carbolic Man. I'd like to say hello to DJ Ghetto from Cool Mellow Radio. Yep. How you do, Ghetto? What's going on? Good evening to you. It's my Jazz Music Monday. How are you?
Good evening, Lady D. I'm just enjoying the music. Thank you.
Tell you.
So relaxing, so soothing. Oh, wow. You certainly know how to make us feel comfortable.
Yes. Thank you. yes, I know.
Okay.
How was your Thanksgiving, Pat?
My Thanksgiving was fabulous. How about yours?
Oh, Lord, I had so much fun. Didn't eat a lot of food, but, I had my dinner. I had my fish and some salad and thing. That was good.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I forgot my manners. Good evening to you again and to all my friends in the chat.
That's fine.
And all the listeners, yes.
Mm-hmm.
My little take on the bath pants. Lady D, I am a city girl. I was born in Kingston. And when I hear, folks reminiscing about their past, how they lived in the country and all the fun that they had, I just feel a little jealous because I know, I'm honestly, I really miss out on a lot of those things.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the bath pan is concerned, I remember when I had the measles, a couple of my siblings, we all came down with the measles at one time. And my grandmother, she got the warm water and with cerasee and some other herb stuff, and we had to soak in the bath pan. Those are my fondest memories of the bath pan.
Okay, so you were that's what I was saying. As children, we could sit in it, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But as adults, no, we couldn't fit in that bath pan. No way. But we would wash. We would do our laundry in the bath pan. Those are my good memories.
Wonderful. So we're glad you get a little bit because Ryan was saying that you miss out.
Of course I did. Oh, I didn't know what country is all about. I'm learning more about going to the country in Jamaica, going on my own now as an adult.
Okay.
Yes.
Got you.
But it's not too bad.
No, I don't think so.
It's not too bad. No.
I think you're doing pretty well.
Absolutely. Another good, and let me give you this good one. My dad, when we immigrated here, I don't know what got into him. He went to the store, he saw the Jamaican products, and he decided to buy the carbolic soap. When Lady D, we all end up at the emergency room.
Oh, what happened?
We were allergic to that carbolic soap because we never use a carbolic soap in Jamaica. Apparently, it was a bit too harsh for us. But when he saw it, he said he was going to surprise us, and hopefully we would have adapted a little bit. Sure enough, we all ended up at the emergency room. But the Castile soap, I know, because I buy the Castile soap in the liquid.
Right.
And that's very good. Yes, the Castile soap now come in the liquid form.
Right.
So those are my two memories.
I am glad you shared. Thank you.
Yes,
Pat.
man, the carbolic soaps, we all have allergies, Some people don't even know what they're allergic to.
That is
that
so
soap
true.
there, a carbolic soap, I stay away from it. That's dangerous. Okay, Lady
thank
D.
you.
I don't want to
Enjoy
take
your
up more of
evening.
your time.
Yes,
Thank you
it's
for
time for
coming
me to
into
go.
our home. Yes, and bringing us such a beautiful, engaging program. And thanks to your sponsorship. Those who sponsor you, yes, we appreciate them.
Thank you, Pat.
You're welcome, and
Blessings.
have a good evening, everyone.
Same to you.
Sure.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
So Ryan, I can't with you, Ryan. I cannot. I'm not even going to read your comment. Oh, Lord. I was a strange child. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I was. And here I am now. Imagine. When people look at me, they would never think I would even hold a frog. You'd be surprised. Anyhow, it has been my pleasure hosting Inside the Zone right here on Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7, broadcasting in Jamaica on Fit 96.7, fitfmja.com, Your Life, Your Music, CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, and right here on the YouTube channel Inside the Zone with Lady D. It's 7 o'clock. I'm sending you off feeling just nice and mellow. I tell you, I could do the After Dark show, you know, because when I lower my voice there, I'm going to do an After Dark show. You know, and just play some nice jazz, love songs, take you to places that you need to be. Hey. Lux! I'm going to have an After Dark show, yes sir. Anyway, blessings to everyone. I'll take the frogs with me, they'll keep my company. Blessings everybody. Thank you so much for being here. A lot of love, as always. Love yourselves, love your children, and remember, in everything you do, it is the will of God surrounding your life. I'm out of here.
When you are hungry, come to Kulu Runnings Restaurant. Located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx, we specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Kulu Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Change the atmosphere of your worship experience with Creative House LED Video Wall. Financing is available. Easy monthly payments, $0 down, 3-year warranty, and 24/7 customer service. We provide you with high quality, high refresh rate, and stable LED screens. Call Creative House at 914-510-4546. That's 914-510-4546. Or visit our website at www.cre8ivehouse.us. For 2 days, the 5 o'clock hour is hot on FitFM 96.7, www.fitfmja.com. Your life, your music with Lady D, Denise Gomez, Inside the Zone. Catch me on Monday at 5 p.m. for the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And on Friday, yes, at 5 p.m. for Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. From abroad to yard, Trelawney, me love 'em.
Don't miss How Excellent Excellent! Judith Gale's birthday celebration and 8th album launch gala presentation, Saturday, December 9, featuring MC Liz Black. Performances from Judith Gale and guests Dr. KJ, Jabez, DJ Nicholas, a fashion show, 5-course meal, lots of giveaways and a prize for the best dressed male and female. What a celebration! Saturday, December 9 at Astoria World Manor. Cocktails at 6 p.m., showtime at 7 p.m. Contribution $110. Part proceeds in aid of the Judith Gale Ministries Foundation Limited, Jamaica. Visit eventbrite.com for tickets or call for more information. 516-789-7376 or 929-353-3961 or 347-645-3477. How Excellent with Judith Gale and Friends is sponsored by KGT Designs and Rentals, One of a Kind Realty, Tinkerbell's Luxurious Makeover, and CGA Immigration. How Excellent! Judith Gale's birthday celebration and 8th album launch gala event, Saturday, December 9 at Astoria World Manor. God must get the glory. See you there.
New York, I introduce the best ice cream factory located in Mount Vernon, 408 East Sanford Boulevard. Call and place your order at 914-699-1349. We also do